Hello everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm Dragon Librarian, over there's my loyal sidekick, Mr. Gorim, of the Warrior Cast. Let's get to loot in my bedroom, shall we? Lots of goodies in there. 5 copper pieces, very nice. Alright. That's all to get from in here. Let's have a look around the palace, shall we? Lagged out just a tiny bit there, but I think we'll be alright. I am really looking forward to doing this storyline. It's supposed to be one of the ones that affects the story the most, second only to the mage, of course, since you get to do things like entering the Fade and all in that one. Alright, looking around a little bit more. Can't get back there. What's over here? Nope.
Oh.
Guessing she was looking for my brother. Let's go see what that was about. But yeah, it's supposed to be very involved, this particular storyline, which I'm looking forward to. This is locked, I'm not going to bother. Let's have a look at the armoire. Dwarven Merchant's Belt. Very nice. I'll kit myself out, you know, and all my equipment when it's actually time for battle. For now, let's talk to my brother's mistress.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
Let's see, who are you?
She's, it seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions.
Tactful.
Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lord Aeducans' honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out, with your leave, my lord.
Now go or stay, I don't care.
Thank you. I will go now.
And she's off. Fun fact, that character makes another appearance if you do the Dwarf Commoner storyline, so there's a reason she's there. It's not just a tiny little aside to teach you that Balin is perhaps not the most moral of the members of this grand household of ours. Let's have a look in Father's room. I think it's locked, but I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, it's locked. Okay, get off the screen, I know what to do. If something's locked and you try to open it, one of two things will usually happen. Either it'll say insufficient skill, which means you need to raise your pickpocketing before you can get in the door, or lockpicking, I guess, but it's the same skill in Dragon Age. Or, number 2, you need a key, which occasionally means you actually have to look for a key, but most of the time is Dragon Age just telling you not yet, which is essentially what happened over there for me.
You sure you want to go to the feast now? I doubt we can escape to see the provings once we're inside.
Yeah, I didn't mean to trigger that, sorry. The feast being held in your honor is in that room. So if you want to skip the provings, the merchants, everything that happens outside, you can go straight in, but I want to explore a little. You're right, let's go see the provings first.
I can't wait to see who's fighting today.
Me neither. Alrighty. All these people are NPCs. I'm not going to bother talking to them. There's nothing to loot in these little side rooms. Let's get out of this palace.
Congratulations on being named Commander, my lord.
Thank you, my good man. Left click on any of your characters to take control of him. Try positioning each of your characters tactically. Move rogues into a backstab position, or move archers down the hill to rain down arrows while your melee fighters hold the line. Guess I'll be taking care of option 3. Yeah, that's a fairly important thing. If you get a rogue for your main character, then if you attack from behind an enemy, it'll deal much more damage. Which I think is kind of cool if they went and programmed that in there.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
Although, wouldn't in real life, wouldn't that work for any class? Just saying, a little bit of nitpick. Let's see what Brunton Volney and Scholar Gertek are up to. I am feigning ignorance. I've seen this before.
Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lord Aeducan, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Aeducan, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
I like our faces, you know, mine and Gorham's, while that whole dialogue was going on. Kind of looked like we were at a tennis match, just watching them go back and forth. Let's see. Gorham, does this scholar truly have my father's favor?
The king, as well as several other lords, are quite fond of his work. He writes of the ancient paragons.
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
That's a serious charge.
He deserves to die for what he has written of Paragon Volney.
Let's see. What exactly has he written, Brunton?
He says that Volney, the paragon who founded my house, known throughout the world as the greatest of men, was a fraud.
Not precisely. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
Alright, Dwarven Culture 101. Ancestor worship. Yay! Exclusiveness. Yay! Honor. Yay! Beards. Yay! Surface dwellers. Grrr. Break from tradition. Grrr. Human religion. Grrr. You got all that? Great. Alright, let's see. What was Aeducan, the head of my house, like before he was a paragon?
Aeducan was much loved, but he was still a man. He was plagued by melancholy, and his fervor regarding Orzammar's safety bordered on obsession.
Good.
When Aeducan was proposed as a paragon, only one lord in the Assembly objected. The others savagely hacked him to death.
Too right.
Aeducan's motion passed without a single dissenting vote.
Just like George Washington.
Unlike Volney, is that what you mean, old man?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery.
Just like Richard Nixon.
The records of that vote are kept in the Shaper and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
Talking about the Futurama one there, don't get mad. Let's see, This is kind of an interesting question. It's your first moral quandary, I suppose, beyond deciding whether or not to put your shield on. If you side with Volney, the fellow with the black beard, you are taking the more traditionalist route, protecting the reputation of one of the paragons, these almost godlike figures in dwarven society. If you side with the scholar, you're saying that the truth in this case is more important than tradition, and you're going kind of rogue in dwarfish society, as it were. I'll side with the scholar. The scholar is right.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your paragon Aeducan?
This is the little question they get to make you justify your position. Of course, you can always take number 3 and just ignore the quandary altogether, if you haven't got time or patience for such things. I'll go with 2. The truth is more important than your pride.
You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now.
Ooh, scary.
Excuse me, Your Highness.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lord?
I love Gorham. He's kind of, your combination buddy and consigliere, depending on what route your actions take you along. If you need someone to dump a body into the lava flow, or if you just want somebody to go out drinking with, he's your man. Let's see. I won't kill him. He's not worth a blade. Leave him be.
As you say.
You've shown House Aeducan a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
Let's see, You'll remember this when you write of me.
Of course. Heroism and pity for the small man have always been hallmarks of House Aeducan. Now, I must try to make sense of these notes. Good day, Your Highness, and thank you.
Alright. First moral quandary averted. Well BioWared there, Durin. Let's have a look at the market. If this giant gate doesn't get in my way too much. Alright, here we go. Oh. There's a little dialogue going on over there. There's two dialogues going on. Let's see if I can get them both.
They say they are going to strike a blow at the Horde, but they are actually searching for Blanca.
The Paragon? Why search? The ancestors have risen her up to join them.
You don't think she's still out there?
Impossible.
You guys get all that? There's gonna be a test. No, not really. There's a bunch of interesting gossip in this game, though, so if you care to have a listen, it can give you a little bit of background.
The finest in home decorations!
I am not impressed. Actually, that kind of wiry structure behind you and them giant pots are okay, but I don't know if you're gonna do too well with the scrolls and empty bottles, man. Alright, let's see if I can zoom out. There we go. There's a silk merchant.
My Lord Aeducan,
Santa!
you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Let's see, you have something I might want?
Not for a mighty warrior such as yourself, my lord, but perhaps a lady friend. I forget myself. I'll be silent.
Aww.
This looks to be mostly fabrics from the human lands. These merchants form alliances with those who have abandoned our ways to live on the surface.
Yeah, surface people. Dwarves, in this game, are kind of split into two societies. The more traditionalist one that still lives underground in Orzammar, and surface dwarves, who tried to integrate themselves into the society above, as it were, with humans and elves and everybody sort of flocking around. It's nice to have such pretty things.
If it can't be used to polish my shield, what good is it?
Well, maybe that's true enough for you, Gorham, but they start me out with this ridiculous armor, so I get a feeling that there's some appreciation for craftsmanship and general frou-frou behavior in the royal houses. Maybe I'm wrong.
Beats a good set of steel cutlery.
There's some practicality for you. Anyway, gonna save here before I go and speak to my good brothers, Trian and Balin over there. And I will see you guys next time.